Actually, this time I'm talking from my office, and I have a question from an officer in Texas. And he says, Anthony, we regularly walk the lots of our local hotels and motels, and quite often I'm able to locate paraphernalia in plain view in unoccupied vehicles. That is some kind of luck. I mean, these guys are so brazen; they just leave the stuff in plain view. I like it. That sounds like a nice hotel. Maybe I will have to stay there next time I'm traveling. Now, I believe all the elements are met of those vehicles being considered readily mobile. However, if the vehicle is unoccupied and we could post up until we got a warrant, and I do understand a warrant is always better, but not practical sometimes, and so forth, and you know, we still have probable cause to make entry into the vehicle, right? Can we still search it, right? Does it matter if it's locked or unlocked? And does the paraphernalia give us probable cause to fully search the vehicle or just seize the evidence and move on, right? All right, I got your answer. All right, I got your answer. The answer is that this satisfies the four requirements of the motor vehicle exception. There are four requirements in order to search a car under federal law in most states. Approximately 45 states or so follow these rules I'm about to tell you. Some other states are more strict, like New Mexico and New Hampshire, Wyoming. Um, uh, New Jersey can be a little tough, even though this would not comply with New Jersey case law, even though they have a half and half. They don't totally restrict it without a warrant. But let me just tell you what's going to happen, what the rule is in Texas. So you have to have four requirements to search a car. Number one, probable cause. Do you have probable cause for the vehicle? Here, the answer is yes. Number two, not within curtilage. Curtilage is that area around the home that is considered as protected like the home itself, right? There's other videos I have about what curtilage is and what it's not, but I can tell you that a hotel parking lot is not curtilage, right? The person has no exclusive right of control or access. They cannot exclude other people, and it's just not the type of area that has a reasonable expectation of privacy. Also, apartment parking lots are not curtilage. The pilot station, the gas station is not curtilage, so that's number two. Number three, the vehicle is readily, or some courts will say the word apparently mobile. I use the word readily mobile, the phrase readily mobile, when we're talking about traffic stops, because it's obviously that the vehicle is readily mobile. It's easy. The vehicle was just moving right before we stopped it. But when we have vehicles that are standing alone and unoccupied, the better way to think about it is apparently mobile, right? That's the better way to think about it. Is this vehicle apparently mobile with little to no repair? And the answer to me seems pretty much yes, right? The vehicle is in a parking lot at a hotel. It's probably got all four wheels on it. Um, Even if it's out of gas, battery, flat tire, that's not going to matter. The vehicle it probably appears readily mobile with little to no repair. And so that's the third requirement. And the fourth requirement is you search the vehicle in the same manner as if you had a warrant. All right. So as far as case law goes, we have lots of cases all on this. It started in 1925 with the Carroll case, but has evolved into a very powerful doctrine for law enforcement. We have uh, Chambers versus Maroney. We have U.S. versus Ross, which is probably your most important case when it comes to how you search the vehicle. In that case, the U.S. Supreme Court says you search it just like you have a warrant, but they also warn cops that if cops make the wrong choice and they say the cop thinks he or she has probable cause, but they don't, then they lose the evidence, right? And they can be possibly sued as well for damaging people's property, invading people's privacy, and so forth, right? So there's your four requirements. It does not, the motor vehicle exception does not take into consideration whether the vehicle was occupied at the time of the probable cause, um, or at a traffic stop. If the vehicle has contraband in it, the answer is you can seize that evidence. The next question that my comp is asking, does that give us full ability to search the whole vehicle? I think the answer is generally yes. But I don't want to say automatically. There's no automatic anything in the Fourth Amendment. It all requires justification. But I think most officers can articulate that seeing, a smoking device, a method of ingestion, that there's a fair probability that what they're consuming, i.e., the drugs, is likely be found in other places in that vehicle, or more paraphernalia could be in that vehicle. So if I was your judge, I could, I would lean on the side of yes. I'm sure you can give me some facts and circumstances to lead me to believe that that there's more evidence in that car, but I'm not going to say it's automatic. You do have to articulate something. And the final question is, what about locked versus unlocked? Well, I've answered this question before. Um, and if you watched my videos before, you'll remember me saying that you search the vehicle in the same manner as if you had a warrant. What would a judge allow you to do? Would a judge allow you to unlock that vehicle? And the answer is yes, right? Don't smash. Sorry, a call came in. Don't smash the window. Don't break it open. Just call a locksmith and get the evidence that way. And with all that said, my friend makes one more point before we end off, and he says, "Hey, I understand that getting the warrant is the better option here, and of course, let's all agree that even though the cop could, should the cop do it under these circumstances?" And the answer is no, especially if the car is locked. If we're going to be calling out a locksmith anyway, most likely, right? Unless you can have your own tools. But if you're going to do all that and take all this time, why not just go chase paper and bring the warrant on scene? All right. I hope it helps, guys. Thank you so much. Keep the questions coming, and if you like what I'm doing here, please hit like, subscribe to our YouTube channel, comment if you have anything feedback. Hopefully, if you like what I'm doing, let us know, right? And share with your friends. All right. Thank you so much. I'll see you guys next.